Amy Matter, and this is the long awaited review for Great American Bash, which happened last week. I missed it, obviously. Don't know why the channel isn't. Well, I don't get the channel. I mean, whatever. This was a really good show. I really enjoyed it, and I think that this was, something that was better than last year's Great American Bash. I mean, last year was 2 weeks of a show. This year it was only one night. So I thought that was pretty cool. And yeah, so here we go. We started off the night with MSK versus Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher. This was a really good match. I believe the crowd did turn a little bit on MSK. You had Carter mocking Tommaso Ciampa at some point. They both really each other to the limit. But more so, it was MSK that was impressive. I mean, they really took out Thatcher and Ciampa, but I mean, they had a really good showing in this match and retained the titles. Again, they were booed a little bit from the crowd, so I'm wondering what's going to happen with that in the future. You had the $1 Million Championship match, Cameron Grimes versus LA Knight, or like I call it, Trevor Lee versus Eli Drake for the $1 Million Championship. And if Eli won, Cameron would be his servant. So I thought that was pretty stupid in my opinion. Now this match was awesome too. I mean, as much as I don't like Trevor Lee, especially in his TNA days, this was a good match and he really impressed me with it, starting from the beginning, knocking Eli Drake from the ring. And then, of course, this match, it was Cameron going on first, and then Eli took over, eventually putting a DDT onto Trevor Lee from the outside onto the $1 Million Championship that was under the ring. So the referee couldn't see it, and that was pretty cool. You have them almost being counted out. Trevor Lee just hits the ring on the count of 9. But to no avail. Eli Drake wins the match. And now Cameron Grimes, Trevor Lee has to become his servant. Now watching the show yesterday, you had this segment where they're outside and kind of thought it was going to be stupid, but it was actually pretty clever. Trevor Lee, of course, being all made over, which wasn't very much, and is putting on to a ponytail and trimming his beard a little bit, and you have Eli gotten to give him instructions to mow the lawn, but with a little garden thingy, I don't know what to call it. Now, of course, you have Trevor Lee paying off kids to help him do the chores and stuff while he's out in the pool. So, we'll see what happens with that more so, but this was a good match, very entertaining in my opinion, but we'll see what happens elsewhere in the next couple weeks. Take team match for the women's championships. You had Io Shirai and Zoe Stark defeating the Way, and this was cool as well. I mean, these two really took it to the Way, and it was the Way without it. But it wasn't without it. The lights going out, lights coming back on. The whole thing where you have the bars and I don't even know, 1800, and then the lights go back on, and it's Tegan Knox. So very funny because, Tegan Knox is now on SmackDown with Shotzi Blackheart, but she made her comeback, and of course that distracted the way, and Zoe got the win for her team, and they're the new tag team champions. Of course, you have Tegan getting her payback by marching down to the ring and beating the shit out of Candice LeRae. Candice was able to leave the arena. So, yeah, I wish that they would have a proper match, but now that Tegan Knox is on SmackDown, I'm not sure what's going to happen. But this was a good match. You have the North American, I don't know what you called it. It was a hip hop performance by Hit Row, and I do like hip hop. I'm not a huge fan, but I like it. And watching this performance was very cool. And obviously, AJ Francis, or Top Dollar, is a very good rapper. Very surprised that Isaiah Swerve got some mad rhymes in there as well. And this was a good rap segment, and we're gonna see what happens in the future. But yeah, I mean, having the NXT North American Championship in their stable is awesome, so we'll see what more can happen with that. The main event, last time these two met, it was unsanctioned. This was just a straight up wrestling match. It's Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly, and yeah, this was awesome. I mean, just the moves that these two can do, and just talking about them in Ring of Honor, and then of course Kyle in Japan, and all of that. And there was a point in the match where Adam Cole was taunting Kyle O'Reilly as he was down, and then talking about his stupid wife. Kyle went off on him and got him into the turnbuckle and started wailing on him. So, yeah, this was cool. This was a really good match. Adam Cole hit the Panama Sunrise to win. So now they're basically 1-1. So I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I can see a rubber match for sure. This was a really good show, and I can't wait to see what more they have. Like I said, Kyle and I watched the recent episode of NXT. I'm not sure why I don't just watch those instead of the ones in the WWE network, but it is what it is, I guess. Anyways, yeah. NXT Great American Bash. Talk to you later. Bye.
So you know that them cutting WCW was a long time coming. But I think that there's this myth out there that Jamie Keller that's why he took pleasure in cutting WCW. I don't think that's the case at all. Because if you look at some of his earlier interviews, like